All right, we got to do it, Bucky. Peyton Manning, when we look at where he ranks all time, I know this is another Super Bowl for him. His numbers in that game kind of comparable to John Elway in that first Super Bowl. He kind of rode Terrell Davis to a W. But now he's got those 2 rings, Buck. So when you stack him up all time, Peyton Manning, what are we talking here? I mean, to me, I know some people have tried to make the case he's the greatest of all time. I don't go there. To me, I've got Joe Montana and I've got Tom Brady firmly in those top 2 spots for me. And then I think Peyton Manning is in that 3, 4, 5. That's where the argument begins.
I think without question he's a top 5 player. I think the rings will prevent him from jumping the likes of Joe Montana and Tom Brady. But you're talking about a guy with 4 Super Bowl appearances, each with a different head coach, 2 rings, even though we could say that the second one was more byproduct of the defense getting it done. And he's one of the guys that is at the top of the list in nearly every passing category in the record book. That means he's a top 5 guy. Maybe he's at number 3. It is an outstanding career. If this was it, he put a bow on it with a championship. I don't think it gets better than that. One of the best players that we've ever seen at the position. He deserves all the kudos and accolades that he gets. However, this is one that his team helped him win. And I think that's okay because for so long, he carried several of his teams to the dance without having the compliment on the other side of the ball to help him get it done.
Yeah, he can definitely ride off into the sunset knowing you finished number 1 in passing yards, passing touchdowns, and wins all-time career at the position. And, by the way, 5 MVPs more than anybody else in NFL history. So he's definitely up there in that discussion. To me, I think he comes in that 3 range, and that's where he is. Not a bad spot to be.
No, not a bad spot to be. 200 wins, most all-time. Says a lot about his ability to lead his team to this winner's circle. And I'm going to say this because I believe that Peyton Manning this year is very much like Kobe Bryant this year. Look, they're great players, but they're no longer what they were when we saw them at their prime. For Peyton Manning to be able to kind of scale back his ego and to buy into the notion that he is a game manager at this stage of his career is huge. Look, we all have egos in this business. We understand what it's like when it's your show. The fact that he was able to kind of dial it back and know that the defense is what is going to lead them as far as they go, I give him a lot of credit because most guys can't get out their own way to do that.